welcome back for this timeless bridal look inspired by Audrey Hepburn in Funny Face. I love the scene where she's dancing in a wedding gown. It is so elegant, and I always do a bit of transformation with contouring so you guys know like right away who the inspiration is, but that bit's just for fun. You can totally recreate this look without that element, like just do the eye makeup or the lip. Jump to this timestamp if you want to just get straight to the makeup tutorial. But for those of you who followed me for quite some time, I do have a life update. I've been getting some questions about my wedding, why I never posted about it, and me and Tyler are legally married, so we're good on that front, but there is a reason that we never had any type of ceremony, and it goes hand in hand with why I feel there's been quite a decline on my channel in the past year and a half. The previous management that represented me did not pay me my income for about a year's worth of work. My life has gone up in flames, and I won't elaborate because I'm in it. I'm in the thick of it. This was during the pandemic, and through that time, they were pressuring me to take on more and more sponsorships while withholding funds from work I'd previously done, so I was desperate enough to continue to take them. And I mean, I said no to a lot of very sketchy things that they tried to push me to do. I got completely burnt out, and also I didn't get paid for those, so I couldn't really be putting money towards organic content, you know, getting props to recreate a look. It became very, very stressful. More than that though, it hurt to be lied to and have my career damaged by somebody that I had trusted for years. So with all of that going on, there was no time to plan a wedding. What should have been a really happy time in my life, being newly engaged, unfortunately was tainted by all of this. And okay, I'll give you a little backstory. Let's bring it back to when I started YouTube. So I was a teenager, I was only 17 years old. It has been 10 years now. And when I was 19, this particular manager reached out to me, and initially I ignored the email because they were very forward about how they represented their big YouTube star daughter. This was in Canada, they were Canadian as well, and I thought that was a bit of a conflict of interest. So it took some convincing, but eventually he convinced me and my parents that because he was a dad and has a daughter in the industry, he's seen how other managers have tried to take advantage of her, so he'd be the perfect person to protect me and other young girls. Only for him to a couple years later really disrupt our lives. Like, this didn't just happen to me. He did this to a group of really wonderful young women who I adore. Like, these are some of the nicest people I know that he did this to. I had a great career in Canada, and I ended up getting an O1 visa, spending a lot of money on that, but I could only work through this company. So through the pandemic, as this is going on, I couldn't just get new management or start working for myself. I was very stuck in this situation. Having the urge to finally say something about this, probably because I'm having some wine, but I am registering that I'm dressed like Audrey Hepburn. Maybe it's a little bit weird. Maybe I should have like looked more like my usual self for this, but I'm having the confidence to say something, so I'm just gonna keep moving forward with my thoughts. Seeing so many new amazing talent on TikTok that are very young, and there's probably a new crop of fraudulent managers out there, and I'm inspired by Gen Z. I feel like a lot of the younger generation, if you're watching, speak up for themselves, share their experiences more freely, and call people out. I have been silent for a long time. I don't want some big drama over this at all. It's just been like a dark cloud over me and something very stressful. I know that it would make sense for me to move forward with something legally. I think I'm just gonna put it out there. I wanna get back to creating really fun content for you that celebrates makeup artistry, pop culture, but I feel like if I never share big moments like this, then you don't really know who I am or what you can relate to me on. So hopefully you have a better understanding of what's been happening in my life, unfortunately, and I hope that you're doing well. I know it could be so much worse. I am very grateful that I have my health, and I know it's been hard for everyone. Like the past 2 years, oh my god, I'm like getting emotional, but if you've lost a loved one or lots of income, really struggled with your mental health, or all of the above, I'm there with you. So thanks for listening. Maybe one day I will have a beautiful wedding, but it's not the most important thing. And let's get started with this look.
Oh, that was a little heavy, but time for makeup. I usually go with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream in the light formula. Super creamy, but sheer under makeup. But today I tried out a new primer by LAWLESS Beauty. This brand is quickly becoming one of my favorites. It feels like a serum, and I'd recommend this one for normal skin and a heavier moisturizer like I showed prior for drier skin. We are creating a bold Audrey red lip later, so using the LAWLESS Forget the Filler lip mask. The Forget the Filler line feels amazing. This is such a good alternative to the Laneige lip sleeping mask if you want to go cruelty free. Sheer foundation for a fresh look. Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Foundation. I chose this one because it is the lightest shade that I have in my collection, and I'm going very pale for this look. It's such a weightless formula, but if you have dry skin, I feel like it picks that up quite a bit. I don't usually go for this one if my skin's feeling dehydrated, but if I'm really moisturized, I love it. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this foundation and what your thoughts are. And some subtle highlighting under the eyes. This TikTok famous product, I've recently started seeing people say it's like not worth the hype in de-influencing videos, but I beg to differ. Got popular for a reason. It blends out so nice into foundation. I don't find it creases. It's medium coverage. I think it's a great one. This is a vintage inspired look, of course, so I'm not going to be using any metallic or shimmery highlighters. I'm going to amp it up with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. All-time favorite powder that does not look powdery at all, just mattifies and sets the makeup is by Florasis. I grab this one every single day. It's always in my purse. Doesn't have any color, so I know sometimes when you get a translucent powder, it gives like a white cast, but this one doesn't. I love the puff it comes with. If you've been wondering where this adorable mirror I've been holding is from, it's by Flower Nose Beauty. This brand is from Japan and they have the cutest collections. The pink plaid products are from the new Chocolate Shop collection, and I'm using the contour palette here, recreating that iconic Audrey shape with a taller bridge to the nose, more definition through the eye socket, a more defined nose tip, a bit of wider nostrils. Audrey's bold brows are so striking. I went with a photo to reference that was a bit closer to my natural brows, so I brought the arch up, creating strokes, and then as I go up to the arch, I'm gonna flick the edge of the tail outwards. Hers is much more upward facing, like the tail of the brow, but I was not about to shave off my brow to get the look, and I didn't have face tape. Plus, I don't even know how to use that, if I'm honest. I have to try it out at some point. Cheeks already powdered, but this powder is so subtle that you can use cream products on top and it won't get all patchy. I've been loving the new matte Beauty Blush Wand by Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk. That's my favorite shade out of the new collection, and I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury since like 2018, I think, especially for bridal makeup. The new matte formula isn't chalky or super matte, it's radiant but not as light catching as the Beauty Light wands that are used for highlighters. Also, if you have access to Target, I wanted to share this Winky Lux product. Gorgeous Romantic Rose Cream Blush. They have a lot of cat theme products as well, which I really like, and I thought maybe this was a gimmicky product when I first saw it, like would the cream blush actually work? And it is really nice, and you don't lose the rose pattern too quickly. Stippling this on for a natural flush. Switching up my eye color with O-Lens. I picked these up in Korea and they're the most comfortable color contacts that I've tried. These ones are brown, but they do come across green because my eyes are like a deep blue. Using this stunning Flower Nose palette, I can't get enough. Look at these little seashells. Adorable. Clearly, I'm very excited about this brand. It reminds me of how obsessed I was with Too Faced back when they launched the Peach palette back in the day. Still love Too Faced, but I feel like this brand really takes the cake for cutest makeup on the market right now. Bring this through your lid, and I'm exaggerating the shape of the crease slightly. Softening up my nose contour here with some of that lighter powder through the sides of the nose. Then with a matte taupe, you really don't want this to be a warm shade, but a neutral, slightly cool shade. Flick the shadow outwards from the outer V and blend into the crease. And let's do more sculpting. Using a tiny, tiny brush, starting to add deeper taupe shade through the inner crease. More depth to the outer portion of the crease connected to the lash line. If you don't have as much lid space or have hooded eyes, you can always go with more of a graphic style. But if you want a retro flare, you can use a liner and create a similar shape, and create a gradient with eyeshadow to get that dimension. Taking the gorgeous seashell shade, oh my god, seashell shade that has some fine glitter. I thought this was so pretty, like the veil I'm wearing. Pop that on to the lid, as well as the inner corner to catch the light. Little bit of tight lining and adding some dots along the lower lash line. Liquid liner time. I'm using this K-Beauty brand. This is Lily by Red. For the shape here, building it up where my lashes start near the inner corner to be a bit thicker than I usually would, creates a more doll-like eye appearance, and then a slight flick upward. I don't know if I'm seeing things, but in this photo I swear I see a white line kind of like Sophia Loren, using this creamy white pencil from ColourPop, High School Musical collection. Popping on some outer lashes. I trimmed these, and these are from the brand Velour. It's their Effortless Lash Kit, and I usually go for Ardell lashes just from the drugstore. Budget friendly, look amazing. But I did use velour lashes for my sister's wedding, so if you want a luxurious lash, I really do like this brand, and I used their adhesive and lash curler here. I remember Lisa Eldridge's funny face tutorial from years ago. That's how I learned about the movie and the look, so I wanted to pick up some of her products. The lip liner I thought would be great for this look is the Duchess lip pencil. Keeping the top lip round, especially on the outer corners. Go ahead and add your favorite red. I absolutely love this product by Musique Maison. It's their Object to Liquid, like it's just really cool. And I started with this brighter red in the center of the lip. And then I toned it down with Velvet Duchess. Ariana Grande definitely took inspiration for this look for her bridal look. I did cover that one, so if you want to see like a tan version of this, check it out. And one of Audrey's favorite scents is by Givenchy, and I have the modern version. This smells like white flowers and dark accord. If you want to keep watching, here are more bridal tutorials. Or if you're in the mood for more Audrey, check out this throwback video, not a transformation, but a bunch of retro hairstyles. I remember having so much fun filming this one, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support over the past 10 years. Whenever you found my videos, I can't tell you how much it's positively affected my life, and I hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you in my next video.